So this is my second time recording this. I hope this actually works. Hi everybody. So there's a lot going on and hopefully I remember everything that I said. So today I applied for my seller's permit. It was a big process. I thought I had that already. I thought that when I received my tax ID number, which is my employee ID number, that was the same thing, but it wasn't. So I started off under the Board of Equalization trying to get my seller's permit, and then I got to a question that was about like my bank account, and I was like, I don't have a bank account. And so that's what I did yesterday, which that process started out last week. I was calling a bunch of places, and I think I made a video about it, and so that's that. I ended up getting a bank account, and by the way, you need your federal ID number when you go and get an account. I didn't know that. So we showed up one day and we didn't have the number, and so we had to go home, and we did it yesterday. Okay, so I finally got the bank account number, and then I went through and I used the bank account number to get my seller's permit, and I got it, and now I have a seller's permit, and I'm legit. I can start selling. So that was through the Board of Equalizations. Here's a tip for you all. We're starting businesses. Everything that you print up, all of these like forms that you get, make sure you take a picture of it, and then you upload it to your Google Drive and keep like those documents there. So like, for example, had I taken a picture of my IRS form for my federal tax ID number, I would have had it the day that I went over to the bank, and I didn't. So that sucked, and so I ended up having to, set that up for another date. So I'm taking pictures of everything and then uploading it to my Google Docs, and then I'm also keeping hard copies of everything in a binder that I'm going to set up, and then also I have this like plastic container that I'm putting in my house, and also I carry it in my car. All right, the other thing that's going on right now is that I am contacting vendors, and the vendors, I'm contacting them in order to start getting some product so that I could sample it and then also start selling. I want to start selling at my local farmers market in order to get the word out of who I am and for people to try my product, for me to interact with people. I have the summer off. I'm a teacher, and I have the summer off, and I want to take full advantage of like my entire time off, and to get out there and get the word out that we're going to be doing this. So I want to start selling like literally next week, and so I needed to get my seller's permit and also get some distributors to send me some of the product. So that's what one of the things that I also did. The other thing is, to get the word out that I'm going to be around, is I'm looking to see if there's any events happening in the area where I will be placing my business. And there's 2 events that are coming up that I saw. One of them is a business expo, and it's for like the local area, and so I'm going to be going to that, and I applied to just kind of go. And I'm also emailing the main promoters, producers, whoever's making this event, to see if I can set up as an exhibitor, and then also to speak or to do a workshop like on healthy living for these people. And so that way I can kind of get my name out there with the business owners and those people, and then do some networking. So I am doing that. And then the other one that I found, which is specifically in my city that I'm going to be setting up the business, they have a vegetarian and vegan event happening, and I sent in my application today to be a speaker, and then also to set up a booth to sell my product. I'm really nervous about this because I am not a speaker. I honestly feel like I'm not a really good communicator. It's not one of my strongest areas. And so I'm really nervous about this, but I have to put myself out there. And if I want the universe and people, like let me rewind. The universe and people need my product. There are people out there who are going to fast food places because they want something that tastes good, and they're eating all kinds of stuff that's really bad for them. And I do this too. I'm not perfect. But my product is whole foods. It's good for you. It's juices, it's veggies, it's natural stuff, and people need what I have to offer. And if it's literally like it's my duty to get out there and to set myself up and make all this happen and to be in front of them, to show them who I am, in order for them to get what they need also. And so it's like my calling. I have to do this, and so I'm putting myself out there to do the things that I need to do to get people to know who I am and what my product is, my business is. And so that's one of the things that I have to do, and so I'm going to do that. And so I have to do things that are very uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to try to speak at this event. So I sent in my application today, and I put on there what I was going to speak about, which is my journey. I think the most nerve-wracking thing about this whole thing is I'm still on this journey. I am not by any means perfect. I am overweight right now. I'm working on it. I definitely feel like my mind is a lot more clear. And I've been reading, I know what I need to do. It's just, you know, your past kind of comes in and takes a hold of yourself. But I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. And so I believe that my purpose of this talk is to kind of talk about my journey, why it is that I am on this journey, what does it mean to be on this journey of like trying to get healthy and to get control of my life. And so I'm going to be talking about that, how my children basically saved me, how I feel like my kids are the reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing, and that I got out of my head because I was so like in my head and so kind of crazy. And my children are the reason why and my husband are the reason why I feel like more grounded now. I think it also comes with age. I'm in my mid-30s, and so I think that happens also with age. But honestly, I don't think I would have been this clear-headed had I not had children, and they're the main reason why I did that. And so I'm going to talk about that journey and how we try to, you know, live a whole food life. And basically my purpose of getting to this business and why I'm bringing it to be, and the community that I want to build behind it. And so that's kind of what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to try to organize that. Maybe I'll talk to you guys about that. But those are some of the things that I'm doing right now, and I guess that's it. So I'll talk to you all later. I'm leaving you kind of like just like that, huh? But that's what I've been doing. All right, hopefully this helps any of you out there, and for those of you starting businesses, good luck to you, and keep in touch, okay? Also, I'm on Instagram, and that's where I'm posting most of the things that I'm doing for my business. You guys are getting way more information than Instagram is, but that's where I'm kind of doing like the day-to-day stuff of what's going on. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.